Good morning and welcome to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram right here on Quintard Avenue in Anniston, Alabama. It is Monday, March the 11th, and we are so happy to have you joining us this morning. Welcome to the new week, and I have joining me today Ed Pyle, General Manager here at Greenway CDJR, going to catch us up on how the weekend was, and our friend Gene Hicks with Roof Revivers and Wounded Warriors of Alabama and a Chamber Ambassador. He wears lots of hats. So we're going to ask him about all those things this morning. So thanks for visiting. We like having you around the dealership, and we appreciate it.
I like being here.
So Ed, how was the weekend?
It was good. I mean, we had a lot of traffic come through, and we could have taken advantage of it a little bit better, I think. If we'd have had a little bit better luck. But I mean, unfortunately, we suffered through it a little bit. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, we'll bounce back this week and try to capitalize on some of the stuff that happened on Saturday.
Yeah. So sometimes customers will come in and do shopping and then not solidify their purchase until the first of the week, or want to go home and make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we hope that you had a great experience and that you come back and finalize those purchases.
Yeah, I mean, overall it was a good weekend. I mean, as far as traffic and we also had some traffic in the service department. So I mean, it wasn't a washout by any means. Friday was a little rougher because of the rain, but I mean, other than that, I mean, it didn't rain too bad though. So I mean, we had a decent weekend.
Yeah, good. How did the first pitch go? I know we'll have to ask Cody about that.
Cody, and then we had a bunch of people from the dealership that went. I didn't actually make it over there, so
bummer.
Well, it's okay. I mean, they said that Jacksonville State won, so I mean that's a accomplishment.
Did you see that? We had Cody, one of the sales professionals here. He got to throw out the first pitch at the game.
I didn't see that.
And then there was lots of Greenway employees over there that went to root him on.
They had a good time yesterday. I think the weather was pretty nice. I mean,
it was a beautiful day.
Could have warmed up just maybe a little bit, but I mean it's
Can
okay.
it always?
Yeah,
I'm ready for the warm weather. Here I am in this big sweater and layers on because I get really cold. And I think we're going to have a pretty chilly day. We're going to have to wait and see what Miss Lacey Klontz has to say about that. But yeah, so that was cool. The JSU game, good to support that,
and again they had nice weather, so I mean that's good. And and a couple of guys texted me last night and said that they enjoyed it. So I mean that's a good thing.
Did he make it across the plate?
I don't know that. I didn't talk to Cody, so I don't know.
We'll have to check when he gets in.
I know he was a little bit worried about it.
I bet he was.
Yeah,
it could be embarrassing.
Yeah,
I've seen some really bad throws on YouTube and stuff. Bounce it halfway.
Hopefully he didn't do that, but I mean, give it to him. I mean, he was about the only one that wanted to get out there and do it. So I mean, you got to commend him for that.
I saw somebody talking about that, and they said there's no upside to throwing out the first pitch.
Oh no, you can't win.
Yeah,
I mean that's for sure.
Even if you throw it across the plate, there's going to be somebody saying, "Oh, that wasn't a great pitch."
But that's what they expect you to do, right? So I mean, the only thing you can do is lose. I mean, because if you don't make it across, oh boy. You're gonna never live that one down. So.
And Jack State is always a great atmosphere. They've got a great following and all in around the area. Basketball, football, baseball, all of it.
I think their basketball tournament starts this week as far as for the division. I mean, the
conference tournament.
The conference tournament. So I mean, they have to.
Conference USA.
I forget if it's tomorrow, maybe, because I was looking on. I don't even know where I came across it. I mean, I was just looking at something yesterday, and I saw that. Yeah, they play. They play tomorrow, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong.
We'll check on the break. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll do some
I think
searching.
They
want to do a little Fear the Beak.
Is that what it is?
I think they play in Huntsville. That's where the tournament's at this year. So I mean, that would be good. I mean, they move on, and I think they probably have to win the tournament so that way they can go to the big tournament. But hopefully they have a good showing.
They've got a pretty tough conference. Conference USA is pretty tough.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, sports.
Tell us what you think, Courtney.
I think it's really fun to go to baseball games and really any sporting event because there's always really fun atmosphere, like you said, and food. You always find really good food.
Just being around people. I mean, it sometimes brings out, even if you're not fully engaged in what's going on, sometimes you can sit there and watch people around you and see that kind of stuff. I know when you go to Talladega, you know, even if you're not into the race, there's some interesting characters running around that race.
Always good people watching to do, which I like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
I
right.
enjoy it. Yeah, I love that atmosphere, and you get excited and then rooting for a team, especially when you have a team that you want to root for or a race car that you want to root for. So yeah, we do lots of sports with having two boys. We'll be at a Jacksonville High School baseball game tonight.
Oh, good.
Double header. Love that they do that every time.
Yeah, it'd be chilly.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Maybe the wind will stay down. It won't be quite so bad,
Right.
but that's the only thing.
I think, well, I don't know about today. We'll find out. So, I mean, I was going to say that I think the weather's supposed to warm up from what I was watching, but I mean, I don't think today it's supposed to get too hot, but it's supposed to be sunny. How about that?
There we go,
Yeah,
but
you
not
stand
when
in
the sun. Well, I
You
guess
stand
the
in the
sun will
sun.
be out later
Yeah,
than it has been
That's
with
true.
daylight savings
that's right.
time.
Yeah,
I
it
wonder
won't
if
be dark.
everybody made sure to set your clocks yesterday, and it was
Yeah,
a different drive. Driving in this morning, it was actually I was driving in without the sun, and I watched the
it was a
sun
little
come
dark.
up as I was driving
Right.
in.
It's a
So
pretty sunrise too.
Yeah.
it was.
Yes,
It
it
was.
was.
It was great. Yeah, we do have those, and it's a pretty drive here. I get to drive through your district, through your area of Saks right there.
Alexandria and Saks and all that. Yeah, that's nice out there.
Always make sure to stop at that red light and give it a beat before when it turns green before I go.
So nobody comes flying through it.
So I don't know that they really understand the meaning of a yellow light. That means you're going to
That
have to
means
start
speed up.
pausing. Yeah, apparently it means speed up,
Here
but
in
it
Alabama,
doesn't
means
really.
speed up. Yeah.
So I definitely encourage everyone when you're at the front of the line and the red light turns green, give it a minute. Look both ways.
Please.
Look left and right. It could be the difference between everything. You know, I mean, just that one little moment could make a difference.
A company I used to work for they would say, "Don't be the guinea pig. Don't be the first one out in the intersection. Let somebody else pull out first and then go." You know,
and it's not always you. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's you know, who knows what happens around you. I mean, you were sitting there talking about before, you know, distractions on the phones and stuff, and you know, somebody's distracted. I mean, you know, they not paying attention, and boom. you
Yeah,
know.
one split second of taking your eyes off the road. I mean, people, I can text and drive. I'm a good driver. Yeah, but you don't know. I mean, an animal can run out in front
Well,
of you.
that's the thing, especially now with it being a little chillier in the mornings.
Yeah,
mean,
I
you know,
saw
the
so
deers
many
are up.
deer.
Yeah, I was going to say that's also something too. And how are you going to see that if you get your head down? So I mean,
Yeah, or even if you take your eyes away for just a split second,
Right.
there's always that potential something can run out. Yeah, I saw 5 deer on my way here this
bad.
morning.
Yeah.
And always remember, if you see one, chances are you're
Yeah,
going to
there's
have a
gonna be
few
multiple.
more
Right,
following.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it's not often that you just see that rogue deer. They tend to run in packs. So I just put on my audio book or my podcast or my music and
move right on, right?
and move right on. Yeah, wake
They
up.
say when you send a text, even if it's a short text, you can travel up to the length of a football field in just that short text that you send. So
It's
there's
not
a
worth
lot
it.
of things that can happen in 100 yards.
Yeah. It's not worth it. If you have your Apple CarPlay or a way like a hands-free, you can say, you know, hey, I don't want to say it now because mine will, you know, hey, send message to, and it will. So if I have to send a message, or I'll get it to read back to me, but I'm not taking my eyes off the road. It's not worth it. There's no text message that's worth.
Well, if it was that important, somebody can call you because you got Bluetooth in the phone. I mean, on the phone. So I mean, they can call you and then you can talk to them on the phone if it's something
that important.
serious.
Or pull over if it's something that you need to do. I mean, I'm not opposed to, like, if I have a text message that I need, or an email that I need to send out, then I'm just going to pull over, I'm going to send it, and then be on my merry way.
That's the
It's
best way to
just
do it.
so yeah. So we're doing some safety concerns
There you go.
today,
That's right.
and that's what's so cool about these vehicles now, Ed, is that all the ones that you have on the lot are probably more than likely equipped with Bluetooth capabilities.
Well, I mean, that's absolutely essential right now. Like I'm saying, I mean, you know, if something comes up and it's that important, you know, then you can call somebody. Like you said, you can utilize your phone to do what you need to do. You know, you don't have to actually use your fingers and hands, you know, I mean, to do that. And if it is, again, that important, you can always, you know, pull over. But I mean, a lot of the stuff, the technology in these cars, I mean, there's nothing that you really can't do. I mean, you know, like some of them cars now that are hands-free, you don't even have to have the hand on the steering wheel. I don't know if I'll ever be able to adapt to something like that because I can't buy into something. But I mean, there's people out there that, you know, I've heard people taking naps and
Oh,
all
no,
that
I
kind of stuff.
couldn't.
I don't. There's just no way. I mean,
Right.
to me, I can't. But again, that's
Well, that's the
driving for
generations who-
34
yeah,
well,
who
driving
haven't
for 34
driven.
years. I mean, that you know, with my hands on the steering wheel and you know, but yeah, that's definitely different. But again, there's so much stuff that they're putting on these cars now that, I mean, you could have a car for 7 years and probably not know what's all on this car. I mean,
know.
just because there's so much.
It's wild.
Well, you know, you were talking about sleeping at the wheel. You know, I know you guys have heard the story about the guy that did 4 tours in Iraq, came home. I think he was out in California, I believe, and bought a car that was a self-driving vehicle. Was playing a video game while it was driving, and a transfer truck pulls in front of him and takes his head off.
Oh, my
and
God.
it just, you know, he lives through 4 tours.
4 tours.
Just
And
to
then
come
comes
back and
home
have
and he's
an
not home
accident.
2 months,
Right.
and
That's what I'm
does
saying. I
something.
mean, that's another thing that you can't watch out for either. Is if you're driving on you know, hands free, and you're doing, like you said, doing something totally different, paying attention to something else. Again, you're not going to see that. I mean, it's just going to.
Yeah, your reaction time. You
And
don't
And
have
the
it.
car didn't have time to react because
Right.
it happened so fast with the
Right.
truck doing a U-turn in front
And you
of
know
him.
what? Who knows? I mean, he might not have been able to react even if he wasn't. But I mean, it's still.
You
I
have
would
that
rather-
option. Yeah, at least you have the chance.
At least give me the chance, you know, I mean,
Right.
so to get out of it, you know. So.
Yeah,
That's,
safety is a big thing, especially out on the roads. We don't realize like the power we have behind.
Right.
I mean, yeah, behind these wheels. I mean, if you're not paying attention, you could cost yourself or someone else, and it's
Correct.
just not worth it.
And
so,
we all get distracted. I mean, even if you're sometimes, and I know it happens to everybody, you're driving and you get in this stare down mode
Right.
to where you're
Yeah.
not really paying attention. You're seeing the road, but you're not paying attention, and that's where the lane assist.
Right.
And
It does help 'cause it'll jerk
and
you
I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
What is it called where the car pulls up and your mirror
blind
lets
spot
you know they're
detector.
yeah, there you go.
there? It's what?
Yeah, blind spot detector.
Yes,
In the
yes,
mirror?
th-
Yeah.
that kind of things, and to me, all of that is just fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And
Adaptive
then-
cruise
especially,
control.
and they had the one. I
especially
don't-
when you're pulling over and you don't, and you know, sometimes it's in your blind spot and you can't see.
Yeah.
But that little thing pops up, you know, there's a car there. So.
And I know
didn't
that
mean to cut you off.
that's
Sorry.
okay. Some of them even have it where, you know, if your car starts to wander into another lane, the seat vibrates.
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
more
the
than
seat
just
and
And the
also the
steering
steering
the
wheel.
steering wheel.
works
I didn't know the steering
Yeah,
wheel.
so
did. I
many
knew the seat
safety
did.
things. Let's talk a little bit more about safety when we get back from the break. We need to check in with our local area weather so we will be sure to know what the weather is going to be like today and throughout the week. So we want to thank Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts, and we're going to go check in, like I said, with our local area weather with Lacey Clontz. Stay tuned. You're watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram right here in Anniston.
Good morning, everyone. We have a beautiful few days ahead. Today we'll have partly cloudy skies and the temperatures are getting up to a high of 62 with a low of 38 tonight. And then tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 69 and a low of 44. And then on Wednesday we will have a high of 73 and a low of 51. And we will not see any chances of rain on any of these days. So everyone enjoy. I'm Lacey Clontz with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Parents, I have something that'll teach your child how to follow directions and finish what they start. I'm talking about STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now we're having a free STEM extravaganza on Saturday, April 20th at the City Meeting Center in Anniston. Registration is free at academics.com. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey everybody, this is Roper & Son Septic Service. I'm Ashley Roper, this is my dad Dwight Roper, and this is Mr. Phil Wiggins. And we're licensed and insured for pumping and for installing. If you can't use, you can. Let Ashley Roper be your septic tank man. Y'all have a blessed day.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. Piedmont Police Chief Nathan Dawson announced on Friday that a suspect has been apprehended and charged in connection with February 24th Piedmont High School burglary. The initial investigation revealed damage to the gate at the football field and the theft of a blue golf cart. According to the Calhoun Journal, police and school staff worked collaboratively to study the surveillance footage, and as evidence mounted, investigators were able to identify a suspect in the case. A search warrant was executed at the residence of Ronald Sean Bailey of Piedmont. On March 7th, Piedmont police officers arrested Mr. Bailey on charges of burglary third and theft of property first. Currently held on a $30,000 bond, Ronald Sean Bailey awaits a preliminary hearing scheduled for April 1st in the Calhoun County District Court. Boating season is almost here, and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency's Marine Patrol Division is once again offering its highly anticipated boating basics and license courses across the state's northern and central districts. This annual initiative provides valuable hands-on training and essential information on local water bodies, ensuring the safety and knowledge of citizens navigating these areas. The free boating basics classes present a unique opportunity for participants to engage with local ALEA troopers, gaining insights into critical issues relevant to the waterways frequently visited by residents in the area. And in sports, the NASCAR Cup Series finished up its West Coast swing in the desert for Arizona for the Shriners Children's 500 at the Phoenix Raceway. Denny Hamlin led the field to green, but it was Christopher Bell that took the checkered flag in the end, breaking Chevrolet's win streak at Phoenix. The NASCAR Cup Series now heads back east to the hills of East Tennessee next Sunday for the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Quintard Avenue in Anniston. It is Monday, March 11th, and we are so happy to have you joining us. And we're so happy to have Gene Hicks, our friend with Roof Revivers and Alabama Wounded Warriors and the Chamber of Commerce and all the things you do. And Ed Pyle, General Manager right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. So as we went to break, we were talking about safety and how important that is and all the new features that are out on all these vehicles. And yeah, so we just want to make sure that everyone is staying safe, staying hands-free, paying attention, because it could be the difference in everything.
I think, one of the things also, Courtney and Gene, it would be, going back to safety would be, like right now, we have a special running in service that, you buy 3 tires and you get the 4th one. How much better would that be to, have on your vehicle, if you're taking care of your vehicle the way you need to, to have tire, tread on here.
Yes, it's so important.
We take sometimes, some trades in, and you wouldn't believe some of the treads on some of these vehicles. I mean, you're just thinking, I don't understand how somebody can do that. Now, granted, I'm not sitting there saying that everybody's got all this money and you can just go out there and spend all the money in the world. But there's options back there too that we have that you can that we can help you. As far as like with financing for the tires and stuff. You just again, you know, you get out in the rain or you get something, you know, like you try to stop and you don't have the tread on the tires. What do you think is going to happen? Well, you're going to slide through that light, or you're going to slide over and you're going to hit somebody. I mean, so it's not so much. It's not so much like what we've been talking about. It's not so much how you're driving; it's somebody else. I mean, you don't know how this other person is going to be driving. So I mean, it's something that everybody really has to consider. And then you know, like what you were talking about during the break, you know, going on vacation for spring break. You know, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, can you imagine you're going on spring break, and we've talked about this. You know, you get down hour, 2 hours down the road, and bam, you have a blowout, or you know, even at night, or you know, you just don't know. I mean, and the last thing you want to do is be out there in the dark trying to change a tire on the side of the highway. Again, you want to talk about safety.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
that can get really dangerous.
You have no idea.
Because not everybody realizes that if you have somebody that's pulled over in the medium, you need to get over into the left lane.
And you'd be shocked at how you know. I know you travel a lot, and so do you, Gene. But I mean, people who don't normally travel on the highway don't understand some of the concepts, and it's crazy some of the stuff that you see on the highway. But again,
you're on the interstate a lot.
But I mean, I'm just saying that, like what you're saying, you know, you move over when there's a car or truck or something like that on the highway. Even police officers, you see people don't pull over for that. And
it baffles me.
So I mean, that's just simple safety. You know, I mean, and again, I'm not here to dictate to people how to drive and
well, these are just rules and laws of the road that we're talking about. So
and you know, even if you're the best driver in the world, if you don't have the right equipment under you, it can make you not a good driver.
Right.
And it's not, and I say it's not your fault. It's your fault that you didn't take care of the vehicle. Well, but it's not your fault if you have a blowout. And maybe it's a newer tire and you ran over something or whatever.
Accidents happen.
Correct. Things are going to happen.
It's taken out of your hands.
But the last thing you want to do is initiate it. You know what I mean? Because when you don't have the tires, you're not taking the precautions. Again, with the diagnostic over there, right now we're doing 50% off the diagnostic if your check engine light comes on. I mean, that doesn't benefit us as much as it does the people outside. Now, granted, it helps us get some traffic through.
Sure.
And helps
well, you're in business. You have to sell cars. You have to.
But I don't want to make it out like, oh, he's doing.
Well, it is. I mean, you don't have to put those incentives on there.
You're right.
And so it is. I mean, it is a community benefit that you're offering.
But it's more of a benefit for everybody else too around. I mean, like who you have to think about the vehicles again. So I mean, you buy these vehicles; they're expensive. You're trying to take care of getting something new, or if you buy a pre-owned vehicle, especially a pre-owned vehicle, you don't know how the person before you took care of it. So I mean, you want to do all the services and make sure that you're keeping up with it, because nobody takes care of a car the same. So I mean, she may take care of a car different than Gene. And then the gentleman who was in here, with the Charger, I can't think of his name, Ricky. He don't even use water on his car, but I mean, his car looks better than anything I've ever drove. I mean, just because of the paint. I mean, it's unbelievable. But again, so I don't have the time to take care of the car like Ricky does, but he owns a detail company. So I mean, I know I'm rattling off, but I mean, it's just you don't understand that kind of stuff unless you work in here and you see it on a regular basis. And again, not everybody's got thousands of dollars just to go back here and just swipe your card and let's move on.
Yeah.
Some people do, and that's great. I mean, that's wonderful. But there's a 0% financing that we have. I mean, there's a lot of different options that you can take, or you can save up. I mean, because when you come in and do your oil changes, they go through the checklist with you and kind of prepare you. Hey, your tires are at 5s. You may want to start thinking about this. Well, then maybe you might be able to put a little bit aside. That's all.
Well, that's one thing I was going to ask you. You said, about the oil change, and you've got a checklist that you go through. Do you also do that with the tire change?
They'll do that.
Like check the brakes.
Yeah, they check the tread on the brakes. They check the tread on the tires. Even if you don't need it, they're going to give you, hey, Gene, you're at an 8. So you're pretty good on the tires, and then but you're on a 5 on the brakes. So that might be something we'll talk about next time when you come in. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that they check back there when they go through it. But and some people just go through and it doesn't need anything. I mean, just because of maybe they just got it done. But yes, we do try to prep people so that way. 3 months down the road, it may be something.
It's not a big shock. Oh, I didn't know.
Correct.
It's nice to know, so you can start budgeting and you can start preparing.
And you may have a little bit of money that you can put down, and then you might want to finance some of the rest of it just to to do the 0% because you were able to budget for it. So yes, there's a lot of different things because yes, that's not a cheap place back there in the back, and there's not a whole lot of options when it comes to fixing your car.
Yeah, you got to keep it. You got to keep it maintained. You have to keep tires on it. You have to keep it road safe.
And the days of the 1995 oil change are
No, because now there's synthetic.
Nothing now. I mean, it's
you can barely buy a couple quarts of oil for 1995
it's
now.
crazy
so
now the way things just keep rising and keep going up. But I mean, unfortunately, that's the thing, and that's why I said with the 0%. I mean, with the way interest rates are right now, I mean, there's nothing out there that you can get for 0%. So I mean, it's just borrowing money on money, and the reason why they do that is to try to make it convenient for people. So that way they can kind of, if I know how much money I'm going to spend, I come in and I spend, say, whatever, $210. Well, that's $70 a month. So I know I got to have $70 set aside a month. So that way for the next 3 months I can pay it off, and then boom, we move on. So I mean, it's just. It's more of a benefit than it is anything else. It's not like we make any more money off of it. It's just us trying to help
accommodate
out.
your customers.
Exactly, and that comes from Greenway. I mean, Greenway being such a large corporation, I mean, they have a lot of different things that they can throw out there because when you got 40 or 50 stores, that holds a lot of power compared to a person who just has one store. So,
and then I wonder how many people know that. I did not know that you guys were that big until just honestly, probably just a couple weeks ago.
Well,
I just thought this was the only one.
Well, I mean, in this area, it kind of holds that. But I mean, if you go down to Gadsden, well, you know that. I mean, they have a big presence down in Gadsden. I mean, in the Alabama area, I mean, they have a big presence up in is it Muscle Shoals and the Huntsville
Muscle
area.
Shoals. I was there yesterday.
They have a big presence up there. I mean, it's Orlando, Florida. Huge
Well, I know I got on my
presence
phone
down
and
there.
looked up Greenway Automotive, and I just kept doing this number.
40 stores.
I mean, it seemed like there were hundreds. But
Well,
I mean,
usually when they have stores, I mean, it's more than one. But I mean, I guess in this area they were just able to get this one, and then I mean, which isn't too far from down in Gadsden.
Right.
I mean, Gadsden's.
Right.
How many is there? 6, 7.
Well, there's 4 in Gadsden.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And they are not actually. I mean, they're under Greenway, but they're not called Greenway, right? Is that the team one?
Right.
Is that the one I'm talking?
Right,
Yes. I see a lot of people. Like
You're
me,
welcome. We're giving them a little, little love this
did not
morning.
know that.
No,
I mean,
they're a part of the Greenway family, and that allows Ed and his team to have a broader option of vehicles that they can choose from. So if there is a new vehicle that they don't have here on the lot, or even a pre-owned vehicle, then Ed can utilize his circle or large circle to actually go and accommodate his customer. So if there's a vehicle that you are looking for and you don't see it on the lot, that doesn't mean that it can't be gotten here, because it can. Chances are.
And I assume we could probably go online and look at some of the other dealerships under
can.
Greenway and see what their inventory is. Oh, I like this one. Hey, Ed, can you get this one shipped to me?
And there's a good.
You can do that.
There's a good option to be able to do that. Yes.
Okay.
Well, hey, it's time again to go to break, so hang out with me and we'll be right back. Again, we want to thank Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts. I hear a little rumor that we might have some Jack's biscuits coming in also this morning. I will stay
I love
around for
Jack's.
that. Thank you. No, but we'll be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston.
Good morning, everyone. We have a beautiful few days ahead. Today we'll have partly cloudy skies and the temperatures are getting up to a high of 62 with a low of 38 tonight. And then tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 69 and a low of 44. And then on Wednesday we will have a high of 73 and a low of 51. And we will not see any chances of rain on any of these days. So everyone enjoy. I'm Lacey Clance with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. Piedmont Police Chief Nathan Dawson announced on Friday that a suspect has been apprehended and charged in connection with February 24th Piedmont High School burglary. The initial investigation revealed damage to the gate at the football field and the theft of a blue golf cart. According to the Calhoun Journal, police and school staff worked collaboratively to study the surveillance footage, and as evidence mounted, investigators were able to identify a suspect in the case. A search warrant was executed at the residence of Ronald Sean Bailey of Piedmont. On March 7th, Piedmont police officers arrested Mr. Bailey on charges of burglary third and theft of property first. Currently held on a $30,000 bond, Ronald Sean Bailey awaits a preliminary hearing scheduled for April 1st in the Calhoun County District Court. Boating season is almost here, and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency's Marine Patrol Division is once again offering its highly anticipated boating basics and license courses across the state's northern and central districts. This annual initiative provides valuable hands-on training and essential information on local water bodies, ensuring the safety and knowledge of citizens navigating these areas. The free boating basics classes present a unique opportunity for participants to engage with local ALEA troopers, gaining insights into critical issues relevant to the waterways frequently visited by residents in the area. And in sports, the NASCAR Cup Series finished up its West Coast swing in the desert for Arizona for the Shriners Children's 500 at the Phoenix Raceway. Denny Hamlin led the field to green, but it was Christopher Bell that took the checkered flag in the end, breaking Chevrolet's win streak at Phoenix. The NASCAR Cup Series now heads back east to the hills of East Tennessee next Sunday for the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings, right here at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston. It's a great morning. Looks like the sun is going to come out. It's going to be a beautiful day. And we wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in your area. But before we get into that, Gene has a special wish to make this morning.
I do. Today is March the 11th, and it's my sweet wife's birthday today.
Oh,
so
isn't that
Christine, happy birthday. I know you're going to see this sooner or later. She's at school right now, so she's not going to see it live, but on Facebook Live or whatever it is where we can share it on Facebook.
Yeah,
then,
Facebook,
she'll
YouTube.
get to see that, so happy birthday, honey.
Happy birthday, Miss
And I
Christine.
will not tell how old you are.
No, how young she is.
I'm not stupid.
Say that. Say how young she is.
Yeah, how young she is. That's
Well,
right.
happy
That's
birthday to you. We wish you a wonderful day, and I hope all of your students are showering you with love. So wonderful.
She does have some good kids.
Yeah.
She's got
Does
some
she
good
teach
kids.
in?
She teaches at Welborn
At
High School.
Welborn,
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
Oh, high school, brave lady.
Yeah, she's an algebra teacher, so she's really brave.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So,
Ooh,
yeah,
well,
she's
happy
a smart
birthday.
cookie. You know, they tell you to surround your, to marry somebody who accentuates your weaknesses.
Yeah.
I was horrible at algebra.
Oh,
I was
really?
horrible. I just didn't want to. I couldn't see any use in it.
Right.
You know how that excuse.
well, I'll never
how am I
use
gonna
it.
use
But
that?
yeah, you do.
And then, when I was working in a factory for a while, and we started doing statistical process control. That's a mouthful, and it was algebra.
Oh, wow.
And Miss Christine can help
and
you.
I had to teach my guys how to do it. I was a supervisor, so I had to teach them how to do it.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, well, that just goes to show you never say never.
Never say
Never
never.
say never, because that's the first thing God's going to throw in your path is when you say
Yeah.
never on something. So
Never say never.
that's right.
Well, happy birthday. We wish you a wonderful day, Miss Christine. All right, so let's get into some more current events that's happening right now in your area. We have the Public Library of Anniston. Calhoun County is hosting free Monday movies at noon. Bring a sack lunch or enjoy fresh popcorn and a drink for 50 cents each. To see a list of what movies will be playing, please visit publiclibrary.cc/events. Country Fusion. Get your heart rate up while you scoot your boots. Join instructor Connie McRae March 11th from 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. at the Jacksonville Community Center for a free demo session. Be sure to dress comfortably. This is a cardio dance class. Call 256-435-8115 for more information. The CMP Talladega Spring Classic will take place March 12th through 17th at the CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park. The event scheduled has been designed to appeal to rifle and pistol enthusiasts alike in order to provide a variety of marksmanship opportunities to competitors from around the country. Each firing point of the 500-acre facility is equipped with a state-of-the-art KTS electronic target and scoring monitor. Located beside the shooter on the firing line, each monitor allows the competitor to see their shot value in a matter of seconds. So check out that CMP Spring Classic.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
They were a big
that
sponsor
monitor.
at the car show.
Yes.
Yes, they were.
They did really nice there.
Yes. All right. So the state table tennis tournament will be coming to Oxford at Friendship Community
Yeah.
Center on May the 4th, home of Northeast Alabama Table Tennis Club. If you are interested in getting involved with table tennis, they practice every Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. and it is open to the public. So go ahead and get started on practicing for that and get ready for the tournament. The Crucible Cast Theater proudly presents Arthur Miller's timeless masterpiece, The Crucible. One weekend only, March 14th to 16th at 7 p.m. and March 17th at 2 o'clock p.m. Tickets can be found at castalabama.com or follow Cast Theater on Facebook. Gadsden State Division of Fine Arts presents The Glass Menagerie, a memory play by Tennessee Williams, directed by Joe Facelli. March 14th through 17th at Wallace Hall Fine Arts Center. You can find tickets at gadsdenstate.edu/finearts or on the Gadsden State Facebook page. Make sure to register your kids today for STEM Extravaganza. Have your student take part in learning science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is a free event. Located at Anniston Cindy Meeting Center, Saturday, April 20th from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. You can register at acastemics.com. So that's a little bit of our current events, and as we were saying, that these all sound really fun. A free movie night at the library, some dancing, some cardio there. And that CMP Spring Classic, that's a 500-acre facility, $30 million facility that we have right here in our neighborhood.
It is nice. It is nice.
It's gorgeous. You know, they donated some passes to the car show.
A lot of passes.
A lot of passes.
They gave a lot of money away that at the car show.
They did. They did day passes, and they also gave a yearly pass that was valued at $300. So some lucky person, I'm not sure who it was. I was over on the other stage. So congratulations to the person who won that. That's a huge value, and it is such a beautiful facility out there. And then, of course, I had to give the table tennis a shout out for our buddy Kip.
I was wondering if you were going to start showing up on Fridays to learn how to play, so that way you could play with Kip in the tournament.
Yeah. What do you think about it, Kip? We've got Kip in the house bringing in that Joe Bell coffee. Is that what that is? And some Jacks this morning. We appreciate Jacks so much. And I gave the table tennis a shout out this morning, talking about if anybody's interested, get ready for that May the 4th state table tennis tournament. And then, of course, I have to promote some of the local arts that are going on. There's the Crucible, so if you want to go sit through a really, really cool play, which I'm excited about both of these things. I'm going to go see the Crucible and the Glass Menagerie this weekend. So that's going to be fun. And then the STEM Extravaganza. Have you heard of that, Gene?
I have not.
You've got to go
my
back.
wife is STEM certified.
Oh, cool.
But I don't know. I don't know about the extravaganza.
Well, we've got to get her involved. They're having it at the City Meeting Center on April the 20th. Now, we had Jerome McQueen that came in and spoke with us about it. You'll have to go back and watch that with Miss Christine. He is a really, really great gentleman. He's so dedicated to helping our future, leaders of and making sure that people and kids that if they're interested in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, that they have a place to say that, yes, I can. Right. Yeah. And I actually had a really close friend of mine who called me after watching that, and she was in tears, and she said, if someone would have told me I could and gave me that option when I was younger. Now, she's gone on to make a great career and a life for herself, but it could have started even earlier. Right. Somebody, and Jerome lets those kids know that, yes, you can. And there are so many jobs out there that require, and that need this, and that are going unfulfilled because we don't have the people who are ready for that. Right. And so I think he has 100 kids so far registered, and he can host up to 200. That's a free event, and it's great academics. You'll have to check it out and definitely share it with Miss Christine. I can't believe it, but it's already time for another break. It's almost 8:15. Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right.
You have to get on your phone and get you a paddle for table tennis this week.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I do want to go sit in on that table tennis sometime. I think it'd be really fun.
I had some
paddle, and that's all you need.
I had some teachers use that paddle on me in school. So
he's not a stranger to the paddle.
Not a stranger
well,
to the
with
paddle.
that, we're going to throw it to a quick break. We want to thank Joe Bell Coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, and Jack's. So we will be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everyone. We have a beautiful few days ahead. Today we'll have partly cloudy skies, and the temperatures are getting up to a high of 62 with a low of 38 tonight. And then tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 69 and a low of 44. And then on Wednesday we will have a high of 73 and a low of 51. And we will not see any chances of rain on any of these days. So everyone enjoy. I'm Lacey Clance with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Gardens on Air is a unique farm right here in East Central Alabama, family owned and operated since 2010. It is the state's largest indoor hydroponic farm. Gardens on Air's goal is to feed, educate, and be immersed in the community they are located in. They want to teach people what it truly means to eat local and support local. Gardens on Air, located in Oaks Bluff, Alabama.
What's going on, everybody? Scoot from Hooligan Harley, your one-stop shop for all your motorcycle needs, ranging anywhere from our new and pre-owned motorcycle inventory, all the parts and accessories you could ever ask for in our parts department, all the gear you could ever need while riding in our motor clothes department, and of course our award-winning service department. Don't forget to check out our events tab on our website to keep up with everything we got going on. And remember, guys, if nobody has it, Hooligan has it. I'll see you soon.
Barrett Body Shop has been providing honest and quality collision repair services to the residents of Calhoun County since the year 2000. We take great pride in the quality of the work we produce and go the extra mile to ensure quality and safety of the repair work on your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience, Philip Barrett and our staff will restore your vehicle to its pre-accident condition while working with your insurance provider and helping you every step of the way. Barrett Body Shop is a strong supporter of many churches, schools, and youth activities. We consider it an honor to give back to our community and maintain a relationship with our customers. Come and let us provide you with a free estimate today.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. Piedmont Police Chief Nathan Dotson announced on Friday that a suspect has been apprehended and charged in connection with February 24th Piedmont High School burglary. The initial investigation revealed damage to the gate at the football field and the theft of a blue golf cart. According to the Calhoun Journal, police and school staff worked collaboratively to study the surveillance footage, and as evidence mounted, investigators were able to identify a suspect in the case. A search warrant was executed at the residence of Ronald Sean Bailey of Piedmont. On March 7th, Piedmont police officers arrested Mr. Bailey on charges of burglary third and theft of property first. Currently held on a $30,000 bond, Ronald Sean Bailey awaits a preliminary hearing scheduled for April 1st in the Calhoun County District Court. Boating season is almost here, and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency's Marine Patrol Division is once again offering its highly anticipated boating basics and license courses across the state's northern and central districts. This annual initiative provides valuable hands-on training and essential information on local water bodies, ensuring the safety and knowledge of citizens navigating these areas. The free boating basics classes present a unique opportunity for participants to engage with local ALEA troopers, gaining insights into critical issues relevant to the waterways frequently visited by residents in the area. And in sports, the NASCAR Cup Series finished up its West Coast swing in the desert for Arizona for the Shriners Children's 500 at the Phoenix Raceway. Denny Hamlin led the field to green, but it was Christopher Bell that took the checkered flag in the end, breaking Chevrolet's win streak at Phoenix. The NASCAR Cup Series now heads back east to the hills of East Tennessee next Sunday for the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are having a party this Monday morning, March 11th.
Yes.
Celebrating birthday of your wife and just celebrating having a beautiful day and another day alive. It's a good day, right?
That's right.
So we've got Kip joining us, and he came in with some coffee and goodies and a smile on his face. And we've got his little microphone here on the ducky, so y'all make sure you're talking loud. But yeah, welcome. Hey, Kip.
Hey, how you doing?
How was your weekend?
Great. I went out seeing my dad, and we had a good time. And he said, I want to drive out to Challenger Springs and see your great granddad's house. And I said, yeah. I said, let's go. And we went. And so he built a rock house back in 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I got a chance to see it's still there, and those rocks are still in the foundation.
So was it a
of the
homestead?
Homestead house.
That's so cool.
And there's people living there, and
there is people living there.
Oh, those homesteads will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're looking out the window and saying, "Who are these strange people?"
You can pull a Miranda Lambert and see, "Can I come in?"
Yeah.
Like that song, "The House That Built Me."
Yeah.
I know you don't know me from Adam.
Yeah. He was glad to see it. I was glad to see the house, and he's built like 2 or 3 around different areas of Talladega County, and so we were making our way around seeing the first one, and so but it looks like it's just, my dad said it looks like it's just when he was just a little bitty boy when he's seen it.
Oh, that's special.
I saw the picture on Facebook. That's a lot of rocks.
Yes.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, it's small rocks, about like that big, just put everywhere. That's a lot of rocks.
They took pride in building those houses in, and it did take a lot of patience.
They want them to last forever too. So
they do. I mean, those are homes.
I get about 3 feet, and I'd be kicking it down. So I'm doing that.
Patience.
My dad tried to buy the house from the owners. And, he tried to buy it, and they said, well, they love the house. It's unique, and so we're he's wanting to try to buy one of the houses that was built by my great granddad. And so, but we don't know the others too. It's still up, but.
So that's going to be your next weekend thing to do?
Well, he's got something else to do.
He stays busy, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's going to come to one of the car shows that we put on. He's going to try to, to come to the next one.
Nice. Well, we'd love to have him. We'd love to have him come in and visit us here on the show.
Yeah, and he's a Dodge guy, so he loves Dodge trucks. I said, well, you come on out and buy you one, So
that'd be good. We need that.
Yep.
That'd be fun. So you said when on a break that you've gotten a lot of people asking about when are you going to have the next car show? Is there anything in the works?
Well, we're working it out right now. We're trying to find a good week that we can have it, because there's a lot of other car shows that's around the area, so we don't want to be doing one when somebody else has put time and effort and into one. So we're trying to spread
the love.
That's right.
Share the love. Well, maybe they should even partner with you to put one on.
That's right.
That was incredible. I know we talk about that, and I want to continue talking about that, because that was such a job well done, and that we appreciated so much for everybody who came out to register your vehicles and to support it. I mean, 114 registered vehicles. I'll never forget that cool Jeep convoy. I mean, that was just the coolest, seeing those Jeeps coming down Quintard and pulling in to the dealership, and everybody's so excited, and it's a lot of fun. And Gene with his team with Wounded Warriors and all you do there, and
it was very, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated, and just overwhelmed at the turnout. I think we all were.
I mean, we've all talked about that.
Yeah. So we're ready to do it again, Kip, so let us know.
Yeah. I think me and Ed and staff, we've been talking about going to Talladega, because Talladega is, there's a lot of area out that way, and that's just another stepping stone for people knowing, what we're a dealership here. We're right here. We're right here in Anniston.
What's the other one at the end of May? It's the one that we're going to be outside the Hall of Fame.
Yes. That's going to be coming up. It's going to be Bama Bash.
Bama Bash.
Yeah, Bama Bash.
Yeah, that's May the 20th. I think Memorial Day weekend.
The 29th through the 1st. So
is it that?
Yeah, it's 3 days. It starts on Thursday and it'll end on Saturday. And we looked on that. We just fell upon that. The guy called me and asked if we wanted to be part of it. And, come to find out, the guys over at the Hall of Fame said that we can set up right outside the Hall of Fame, and you know, all the people who are passing through and all that kind of stuff, and so I mean that's outstanding, and that's something that maybe you guys might want to come out to too, Gene, because I mean they're talking about 50 to 100,000 people there, so I mean you know, you can set up and maybe sell t-shirts
and our
or stuff
park's
like that.
only about a mile and a half from there.
Well,
perfect.
And that is perfect. So I mean, maybe that's something that we could get under for the Wounded Warriors, you know, because that, you know, sell T-shirts or whatever. I mean, we'll do whatever. You know, we'll talk about that. But I mean, I think that would be absolutely unbelievable. I mean, 50 to 100,000 people. I mean, that might be a few more than what we had on Saturday.
Just a few. Hey, if they need a band or if they need well, we'll make sure to get that information and we'll share with you that's happening at the end of May. I want to make sure that I know we talked a little bit about it, but I do want to make sure to show you these flyers and make sure you are aware of the service specials going on right here. You buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Also, 50% off of your diagnostics there in our service department here. They'll make sure that you are roadworthy as spring break is starting up. Make sure to get your vehicle in tip-top condition so you don't have any kind of issues that arise during your spring break, and you and your family can make sure to have a safe and happy travels wherever it takes you. So I wanted to make sure that everyone knows that, and wanted to say thank you again to Gene Hicks, our friend with Roof Revivers and Wounded Warriors of Alabama and Chamber Ambassador, and all the things you do. And make sure you shower that wife of yours with lots of birthday wishes and love today. And we want to wish her a happy birthday, and thank you for all that you do for our education system and the kids here in our community. And Kip, glad you had a great weekend there with your dad, and thanks for bringing us in the goodies this morning, and always wearing that smile on your face.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Ed, we hope that all of the deals that happened this weekend, the people who came in and were just looking and trying to make their decisions, that they do decide to come back and do business with you. And if you are in the market for a new or a pre-owned vehicle, make sure you stop by here, Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And if you know someone who is interested in looking for a vehicle, please download our Bird Dog Club app. That is our referral program here. And so if you are looking for a vehicle, or if you know somebody looking for a vehicle, then you can send them in as a referral, and Ed and his team would love to pay you for that. So there's some opportunities there to make some great extra cash and help your friends or family experience a really great car buying experience here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. So we want to wish you a happy Monday. Is there anything else y'all want to say? We got a few seconds
I just want
here.
to reiterate, great group of guys. I've enjoyed getting to know them, and guys, it's a different atmosphere here now. If you've had a bad experience in the past, come check it out and let them show you how things have changed.
Please do.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I was just going to say, we just appreciate everything and all the support that you guys get. You coming in every morning, Courtney, and giving us the that smile like you told Kip. I mean, so I mean, we can't appreciate that more. So we appreciate TV24. We appreciate you coming in, Gene, with Roof Rivers.
Glad to be here.
And and Kip, I mean, everything you've done for us. I mean, so anyway, I'm not going to keep going. I mean, we're not going to
We can't.
We're not closing the show forever. So I mean, I don't know.
But we're closing it for today.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
make sure you tune in tomorrow with us at Ride and Shine. Cruising Mornings again. We'll be right back here Tuesday morning for a guest. Come out, shop for a car, and we wish you a wonderful day. Again, thank you for watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston.